Now the next part of our report is a tutorial on basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
So additional info lang about HTML. So it is a language for describing web pages. And it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is not a programming language, it is a markup language. And a markup language is a set of markup tags, and HTML uses markup tags to describe web pages. And HTML markup tags are usually called HTML tags. So the keywords surrounded by angle brackets. They normally come in pairs. The first tag in a pair is start tag, and the second tag is end tag. And start and end tags are also called opening tags and closing tags. HTML documents describe web pages, and HTML documents contain HTML tags and plain text. HTML documents are also called web pages. So the purpose of web browser is to read HTML documents and display them as web pages. The browser does not display the HTML tags but uses the tags to interpret the content of the page. So this is an example of HTML code. So the text between the HTML tags describes the web page. So the text between the body tags is the visible page content, and the text here is displayed as a heading, and this is displayed as a paragraph. So what is CSS? So CSS, this stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and styles define how to display HTML elements. Styles were added to HTML 4.0 to solve a problem. External style sheets can save a lot of work, and external style sheets are stored in CSS files. So HTML was never intended to contain tags for formatting a document. HTML was intended to define the content of a document like this. So when tags like font and color attributes were added to the HTML 3.2 specification, it started a nightmare for web developers. Development of large websites where fonts and colors information were added to every single page became a long and expensive process. To solve this problem, the World Wide Web Consortium created CSS. In HTML 4.0, all formatting could be removed from the HTML document and stored in a separate CSS file. And now, all browsers support CSS. So, a CSS rule has two main parts: a selector and one or more declarations. So, here's the selector and here are the declarations. So, the selector is normally the HTML element you want to style, and each declaration consists of a property and a value. And the property is a style attribute you want to change, and each property has a value. So here's an example of a CSS code. So CSS declarations always ends with a semicolon, and declaration groups are surrounded by curly brackets. And to make the CSS more readable, you can put one declaration on each line like this. So it's an example of an HTML code with CSS. So let's move on to JavaScript. So it was designed to add interactivity to HTML pages, and it is a scripting language. And a scripting language is a lightweight programming language. It is usually embedded directly into HTML pages, and it is an interpreted language, and everyone can use JavaScript without purchasing a license. So are Java and JavaScript the same? So no. JavaScript and Java are two completely different languages in both concept and design. So Java is a powerful and much more complex programming language in the same category as C and C++. So now, what can JavaScript do? So JavaScript gives HTML designers a programming tool. So HTML authors are normally not programmers, but JavaScript is a scripting language with a very simple syntax. Almost anyone can put small snippets of code into their HTML pages, and it can put dynamic text into an HTML page. It can react to events. It can read and write HTML elements. It can be used to validate data. It can be used to detect the visitor's browser. It can be used to create cookies. So, how do we put a JavaScript into an HTML page? So, the HTML script tag is used to insert JavaScript into an HTML page. So this is an example on how to use JavaScript to write text on a web page. And here's an example on how to add HTML tags to the JavaScript. This part is CSS and this part uses JavaScript. So here's what happened. Tools in using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in developing mobile apps. So these two tools were discussed by Janelle in her report. So the example namin ng code using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in Android. So first, ito muna yung using HTML. So ayan, so we use the class WebView and ito yung code, HTML code represented as a string, and we use a function, the method yan, load data. So yan, simple lang siya. And ito yung ano niya. Ito yung ano niya, result niya. So, ito naman yung second example namin. Ng using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, this time, ginamit na namin siya ng CSS and JavaScript. So, first you need to enable the JavaScript. So, this is how you enable it. Tapos, make sure pala that your HTML file is nakalagay sa folder na assets. Ito. So, ito yung laman ng HTML file. So, ito CSS. Ito yung JavaScript na part. And para ma-load HTML file, nagamit tayo ng method na load URL. So, para ma-access yung HTML file, dapat ganito yung pag-call. So, file, colon, so, slash, Android, and your asset. Slash, tapos yung file name. So, yun. So, ang output niyan is ayan, ganyan siya. So, ito na yung output na merong CSS and JavaScript.